making some beer.
Oh. So what exactly goes into beer?
So we have some malt extract, some bitter hops, some aroma hops, sugar, and yeast.
Sugar in beer?
Yeah, actually, the more sugar you add can up the alcohol content. Hops are a bittering agent that counteracts the sweetness of the malt extract that you're going to put in there. So.
Oh. Well, what kind of malt are you guys using?
Well, today we're actually using West Coast Amber, which adds fermenting sugars to the beer and gives it its flavor. Here, what we have is a boiling pot of 3 gallons of water, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add this West Coast Amber into the mix while my friend Andrew here stirs the pot.
Now we're going to add the bitter hops. So we've continued letting it boil for 55 minutes, and now we're going to add the aroma hops.
So after it's done boiling, what we want to do is put it in an ice bath. And while we're waiting for the pot to cool down, we'll go over to Andrew and see him sanitize.
Alright, so basically to sanitize buckets and everything, you put a half gallon of water in there, and you put 1 tablespoon of iodine in as well. And then you fill it up to 5-gallon mark, and you let it sit in there for 20 minutes. So we filled this vat up to the 5-gallon mark, and now we're ready to ferment.
Oh, so now we get to see that fermentation guy.
Did someone say fermentation? Well, I'm your guy. First, we need to prep the yeast by pre-activating it with warm water. And then we seal it and put the stopper on.
So how long do we keep the lid on?
For 2 weeks in a dark room.
Oh, so that's what that fermentation process is.
Yes, glycolysis.
Glycolysis is a metabolic pathway involved in the conversion of 1-glucose into 2-pyruvate. The energy emitted from this conversion takes the form of ATP and NADH. In beer brewing, glycolysis occurs anaerobically prior to fermentation. Beer is produced by the fermentation of grain starches that have converted to sugar by the enzyme amylase. Beer fermentation is a biological process using yeast to convert sugars into alcohols, specifically ethanol, and carbon dioxide. In ethanol fermentation, pyruvate is then converted to acetaldehyde and carbon dioxide, and then to ethanol.
Hey, it's been 2 weeks. We're gonna go check on Kevin in the fermenting room.
Yes.
Hey, Kevin. Well, what are you doing?
As you can see, I've been fermenting this vat in the dark room for 2 weeks now.
What's that funny valve on top?
Oh, it's a one-way valve. It lets the CO2 out, but doesn't let the oxygen in because that ruins the fermentation process.
Oh, okay, great. It's been almost 2 weeks. Don't you think it's time to bottle?
Yes, I think you're right. Let's go.
All right. Well, we just changed our fermentation vat into our bottling vat, and now we're about to add the priming sugar.
Okay, so you add priming sugar and boiled water, and you mix it together, and then you put it in this vat, and then you stir it so it's evenly distributed.
After sanitizing the bottles, we get to fill them up with our new brew.
Now we put the bottle cap on. And it's been conditioned for 2 weeks, so now it's ready to drink. Hey guys, the beer's ready.
Yeah, so excited. Thank you. Oh, it's great. It's really good.
That was definitely worth the wait.
definitely.
Well, thanks for joining us with Chemistry in the Kitchen. Cheers!
Cheers.
Good.